My daughter Jessica came home from school one day with a book. Cat's Cradle and Owl's Eyes it was. It had string figures in it. This is called Cat's Whiskers. And she sat down with me on the back porch and we made string figures. At least I did, because Jessica got kind of bored and she wandered away, but I'm here to tell you I never did. So that, you might know this is called the Cat's Cradle. But if you lived in Africa, this would be called a calabash net. All over the world, people make string figures all over. A calabash is a big melon. A lot of those figures are the same, but people call them by different things. I'm going to tell you an Eskimo story, and I'm going to show you the figures in it. This is the first figure. It's called Falling Down House. It's an Eskimo figure. Can you see this house in there? Well, the story is that if the children are playing and they have nobody there to watch them like children should, they play a little too hard and the house falls down and they run away. And the other figure I'm going to use in this story is called Seagull. If you are a Navajo, you would call it eagle, but the Eskimo call it seagull. Can you see the legs and the big wings? That's it. Once there was a boy, and when he went hunting with his father, they stayed in an igloo there on the cold ice. And his papa and they had a sleeping platform, and they had skins, and they slept together when they were hunting. But that boy, he'd wake up in the middle of the night. And when he woke up in the middle of the night, the one thing he loved to do was to do string figures. His favorite was Falling Down House. His second favorite was Seagull. One night, that boy couldn't sleep. And there was his father fast asleep next to him. That boy got up and he had his string and he went and he sat down in the front of his igloo place there by the door. And he made Falling Down House. He made Seagull. And then he got that feeling you get when there is something behind you and you do not know what it is. He could feel the hair on the back of his neck stand up. The boy turned, and sure enough, sitting right there without his out hunting clothes on was a man. You make good string figures. Yes. The man's eyes, his black eyes twinkled. You maybe would like to make a contest with me. Yes. We will do 3 figures. The one who can do fastest 2 will be the winner. Yes. I will pick first. The figure I pick is Seagull. Go. Well, the boy knew Seagull well. He did his fastest, and he tried to be the one to win. And when it was done, he looked, but the man was faster. You are good also. Yes, I am good also. You pick. Well, I will pick Falling Down House. Go! So he went fast as he could. He got the house, and the boys ran away. And he looked. He had beat the man. I am faster now. Yes, you are faster now. I will pick the 3rd figure. The man's eyes didn't twinkle. They became hard. I will pick Totanguak. 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 He was the spirit of all string figures. Everyone knew that if Totanguak ever challenged you to a string figure race, you would lose. And if you lost, Totanguak would take your soul. Totanguak, go. Well, Totanguak, he began to work at his figure, and the boy had no idea what to do, but he did what he could, and he used up his string. He looked at Totanguak. Totanguak had also used up his string, but he reached into his body. He pulled out his intestines, and he began to work with them as well, glistening, slapping against his hands. And when he had almost used them up, the boy felt his soul was gone. He heard rustling from the platform where his father was asleep, but the boy couldn't call out. But his father, son. Son? His father sat up in bed, and then the boy saw his face in the darkness, and he looked where Totanguak had been because Totanguak was not there. He had disappeared at the sound of his father's voice. The boy told him what had happened. The father held his son, and then the two of them went to bed again. Many times after that boy woke up at night. Many times his fingers itched to do string figures, but never again did he do them at night.